Hello, fellow colorful creations. Notes382 here, and welcome to the Stuffs, the Eigengrau Stuffs. I'm back at it again with my 1cc journey in classic mode, and I was able to get a little bit of a score PB and also a progression PB, as we'll see. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just jump right in. So yeah, you may know the drill. It's a shmup, but you can also, well, you're just shooting up, down, left, and right. And I'm just doing the usual, getting ready to hit those cubes as soon as they appear after I'm defeating these waves of enemies, just so I can get that star and get that little X bonus, or sorry, the X rank there. And then yeah, for this, I am just defeating these like waves a little bit carefully, and then I also stay up there. Or, okay, I did it better in like in my previous run where I was like able to like shoot those enemies like immediately and like keep my chain there, but it's all good. And then yeah, as of course you do have those like little squares to collect for this thingy. Also, again, like it's just, I like the music that was like picked out for this game, but like this one just gives like nice like tutorial vibe? I don't know. It's like not derogatory tutorial vibes, but you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, maybe it's the piano, oh my gosh, wait. I didn't realize I got hit there. That's tragic. Oh my goodness. But I do sort of just like play it out. I am very sad about that hit. You know, because I was able to do it hitless in my previous run. I don't know, there could be expectations of like, oh, I did it in the previous run, so why am I not able to do it here? But you know, there are a lot of circumstances, and there's a lot of like pressure building on you. You don't have to repeat everything you did prior. I don't know, something along those lines. Anyway, I remember these last two enemies, and yep, get our S rank. Yep, now it's the sword peep here. Interestingly, there's an achievement if you leave the enemy on the sword alive, which means you have to just like try and shoot the base of the sword. There's actually a lot of like interesting achievements in this game where you're like trying to do something different or specific in order to get it. Some of them are like pretty strange, like I don't know how I'm supposed to like get them. Others, I can like see the vision, but it's like just tricky. Yeah, there's just like a lot to do in this. And yeah, I'm like moving towards the center here so I can just shoot orthogonally, nice and easy. I'm getting my damage in before like the sword swipes itself down. Again, I always feel scared when I try and like go for that, but luckily I'm managing. Scoot out of the way just in time, and then yes, just try and stay on top of that boss as much as possible, which is a little bit easier said than done sometimes, but you know, you just do what you can. Alright, landing some nice shots on it. Oh, and yeah, sometimes I also get like got by the like swinging of the sword that happens there, but luckily I'm wiser. Not wise enough to get the X rank, apparently, because I was so close to it. But, you know, it's not bad. Not a bad performance at all. Even if I got hit there. And goodness, if I didn't get hit, that would have been 100,000 more points, wouldn't it have? Yeah, because, like, the perfect evasion bonus is 200,000. Meanwhile, this is only 100,000. Yeah, only 100,000 points. Yeah, I know. Crazy. A new standard in score running. Anyway, we've got our ships here with barriers to kill. Just doing our best to actually kill the barriers and not mess it up. I think I go a little bit quickly on this, which is nice. Yep. Being careful to destroy that, good. It's not that one I missed, it was like a different one I missed, like in my previous thing. Yeah, it was this ship. But I do get it this time. I'm like really cautious about it, and I'm able to manage, which is nice. Let's see. Yep, and then you got these fellas. And you got these ones. You can like kind of go fairly quick on them. Yeah, you just like scoot around. You just ring around a little bit. Yep, and then you have this last section here. So yeah, I was able to get all the barriers this time. Wonderful. Just scooting real slow so we don't get hit there. And, yeah, that's our 1-1 done. And yeah, let's see if we can redeem ourselves on this stage as well, because we missed the triangle for that one. Yep, we're able to get the first, and then continue getting the other ones while all these things are happening. Still keeping my multiplier as best I can for the most part. And yeah, it's really nice that like you still make progress towards keeping it when you trying to think, when you interact with mechanics, so to speak, like the triangles that are on this section. Interact with the mechanics, interact with gimmicks, I don't know. I do lose my multiplier here, but that's fine because we've gotten our star. Trying to remember what the second one is. Wait, what is the second one? I forgot, wait. I guess I've never gone for it, maybe, if I don't remember. Oh well. Wait, it's 1-3 time. These funny ships that drop some bullets when they land. I'm clearing out the rest of them, but I'm still like trying to touch the yellow targets as they spawn in. Alright, and I sort of just like move slowly so all of these just spawn in like one line and it's easier to clear them. Then I get these fellas. I remember that like the target's there. That's the memory at work. Or maybe I was just in the right place at the right time or something. Who knows? I'll just talk about memory. Me watching Spider's STG's video about Alest. I could be very wrong, or maybe it was like maybe it was like getting hit all of a sudden tragically, but we're still on our way to the bonus, so it's okay. It was like Andromunos or something along those lines. Yeah, it was that, and then also watching Pearl's video about memorization being like integral to shmups. Like, if you don't want to memorize, then I guess that's fine, but at least recognize that it's an important part of the genre. Like, yeah, you could have your legacy skill and whatnot, but it's also important to just remember things. I say as I sometimes will still just like eagerly jump into runs and whatnot. I don't know, man, it's just... But yeah, I get it. Memorization, good. Yeah, just keep at it with your plays. Maybe eventually you will get the 1cc. Or just like get a good run. It doesn't always have to be about the 1cc either. Also learn from, actually from Hazy Levels this time. They made like a neat little video about, you know, just engaging in the genre however you want to, and just like finding your own fun. It doesn't always have to be 1cc's. In fact, yeah, obviously this video here is not a 1cc, but I still want to, you know, just like talk about the run and whatnot, or just showcase some neat stuff going on here. Because yeah, this game is pretty neat. I do hope to, again, just make a standalone video about it at some point. But in the meantime, shmup replays. Commentated. Oh my gosh, we have this ball. Can we do it? He does it. Imagine. Beautiful. Love to see it. Now just get rid of these. It's a little spicy. Not as spicy as like the one, like the last whatever, but you know. The previous thingy I did of this. Alright, and now we have these ships which shoot in certain directions. Just have to be like really careful. You have to like finagle yourself, find the right way to approach them. Oh my gosh, I'm scaring myself. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep, just move perpendicularly and then just shoot in one direction to keep it nice and simple. I assume I'm going to do that instead of getting impatient. Okay, yeah, cool. Yep, and now just line up your whatever. Oh my gosh, but don't get hit though. Oh heck. It can like set them up where they like shoot in the opposite direction and then be ready to like shoot them without any harm or any danger. Next we have these heckin' pink cubes, which I can't seem to get the hang of. I guess you just have to, like, memorize your route, kinda. That's all it is. Oh my gosh, I did the thing again, but, like, the bullets, I didn't, like, weave fruit bullets this time. Like, I did the thing where I was, like, shooting to the side, even though they were, you know, in a very good position to kill me. But we did not die, so we just carry on, honestly. Like, nothing ever happened. It's like, what was I even talking about earlier? That's how much we are forgetting about it. Oh my goodness. Okay, scoot in when they're shooting opposite, and then yeah, okay, fine. Holy moly. Alright, now it's time for the Taurus. The Gate of Creation. Yep, just some standard stuff for the most part. For these, like, opening couple of waves. Maybe I'll grind some of the bosses to try and, like, get X ranks on them. Like, again, it's just a matter of, I keep saying it, but it's a matter of, like, finding any and every moment you can to, like, shoot the boss directly. So that way you can squeeze more damage in and therefore kill them faster. Like, that's what it's all about. It's the speed killing, which I've been primed to do thanks to Eschatos and its focus on speed killing. A score standpoint, and maybe just in general, because yeah, the faster you kill something, the less you have to deal with its shenanigans. Like, so next time you see a hard enemy spouting out a bunch of bullets, you just kill it immediately. Also, I don't know if it's, like, fast, what I was doing there, because, like, you do have to, like, reposition yourself a little bit, and that means you have to, like, stop shooting so you can, like, stay ahead of that Taurus, whatever. Because it will be roaming the walls until it's, like, perpendicular from you, and then you have to move away because it will, like, dash into you and whatnot. So I don't know if it's faster. Maybe it is faster to, like, have it not, like, jump from, like, one side of the screen to the other. Maybe is the ticket. Because, like, the time it takes for it to, like, move through, and then you have to deal with, like, defeating the barrier that it spawns, it's just a bunch. Oh my gosh, I still keep getting hit by that hacking, like, thing, or, like, on this phase. Maybe I should just practice this boss. Oh, it says yellow shots, man. Crazy. Alright, we're getting barriered a little bit. And yep, I'm just, like, inching slowly so I can, like, keep attacking them, because, like, the time it takes to, like, move around, it makes me feel like I should just take the chance that I get to shoot it. To shoot the core, as you will. Alright, again, super close to X rank, but not gonna get it. But I do happen to destroy it, so I don't have to go through another cycle of you know what. So yeah, not bad, not bad. I haven't been keeping track of, like, pace stuff and whatnot for score, but, you know, I guess eventually with enough time, I'll be able to say, oh yeah, that's a nice score to get, like, getting out of this zone. Makes me think of one Mr. Bean, aka Michael Molinari, author of Shmup Theory. When I would, like, catch some of his Ikaruga streams and whatnot, after, like, doing, like, stage 1, because he has, like, a guide on, like, stage 1 about, like, his routing and whatnot, he would always, like, look at his score, like, afterwards, and, like, if it's, like, a certain score, then, you know, you're doing well, you're on pace. So yeah, it just always feels, like, nice to just be, like, that familiar with shmups, to the point where you can just point out certain stuff like that, know your pacing, know the game inside and out, etc. Oh heck, I'm sorry, I'm, like, almost getting hit there in this run, but we're still managing. Still clearing away the bullets as well, because that's the task for this stage, or one of them rather, and then the other one is shooting the gems that are buried underneath bullets as they appear. The two buried gems will come up in just a moment. Yep, the one on the right. And then down there. I almost get scared that I lose it, and then I start, like, getting myself in a position to get hit, but thankfully I do not get hit. Oh my god, I still don't get hit there. What is going on? Holy heck, I am playing with fire. But yeah, we do manage. We get our A rank. It's kind of crazy. I expect a little bit more, but oh well. Next we have these tiles that we gotta turn on. This is lights out or something. Maybe lights in because we're turning them on. Or turning oven out hot, eat the food. That doesn't even work. But that's a classic though. Why do they call it an oven when you oven out oven cold food, oven out hot, eat the? I don't know how it goes at the top of my head. That's okay. Because we have some delicious, mild score running going on right now. We got the mild Bobby sauce of score running. I'm like lightly engaging in the mechanics a little bit. And I'm also messing, I'm messing this up like quite hard. I should probably route this so I can not mess up as much, because when I panic, that's when you can get hit. It's not fun to get hit, as it turns out. Alright, finish off those last couple of enemies for that star. And then do this shenanigans, and then we have this thing, which I should possibly also route, because I'm just going all over the place. Oh, I mean, that wasn't too bad, though. I even keep my multiplier a little bit. And next we have this ship, which we need to shoot in the right direction in order to make progress towards a task. It does no contact damage to you either, which is very nice. Makes me think of that one Terrarin game, Crystal Breaker, and like how the developer made an announcement being like, there will be no enemy contact damage in this game. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so based. I'm sure there may be like other games that also like don't do contact damage, but I don't know, it was just nice. It's just a neat caravan schmuck about just like going fast, getting in enemies' faces, point blanking, just like how I point blank that laser, ruining my no miss on the stage, man. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So yeah, now I can just like defeat the enemy as normal. Oh my gosh, did I get hit there? It's insane. I'm wiggling because I'm like, what the heck? That was kind of unfair. I'm sure there was a way out of it, but you know. Okay, yeah, and I'm just like now just trying to worry about like these other laser things coming at me, because I can surely get hit a third time. Oh my gosh, that felt like a close one. But it's okay. Everything is so fine. There's nothing to worry about. Except these things which shoot up bullets. If you're too close to them, when you like shoot in the arrow direction that they're pointing in, you will probably get hit by like their revenge bullet like pretty easily. In fact, I don't even go, oh, I go for one of them. I'm kind of base for that. I probably would have just waited entirely just in case. Because again, I could have gotten hit. And yeah, I'm backing up there. I'm backing up there because I don't want to get shot like point blank by the revenge bullets, because they do come out a little bit like that. Oh my gosh, it's tricky. It's tricky. It's like surgery. You really have to just like go into these whatevers. You gotta like defuse them. Even I'm going slow a little bit as well, slightly. Like I'm not going for score all that much here. I guess I will eventually once I get enough experience, but you know. Then we can kind of just do a little bit of a square dance here. Shoot the two enemies down there. And I guess I slightly go for the... No, I don't go for the thingy. So yeah, I guess it's like you go... I guess, yeah, that's the route, but you have to like spin around like quicker. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised I did not get hit there. I guess they did not have a hitbox when they were approaching or something. Strange. But I'll take it. I will take it. I think I just paused there to sort of just like contemplate. Contemplate what? I'm not sure. Alright, here's stage 2-5. These bubble thingies. You have to shoot the bubbles so that they shrink, but there's also orange bubbles which will appear sometimes from some of these enemies, so you don't want to destroy them right away. The ones that shoot out the orange ones, at least. And yeah, mostly straightforward stuff, just trying to manage these bubbles, but also just like shoot through any gaps you find, that sort of thing. So yeah, I guess since this section is straightforward, I suppose I could mention what else is up with Notes to 82. Well, as of like currently right now on June 21st, 2026, Shmup Slam number 8 is actually going on, a event that the Electric Underground has been like doing. And yeah, I watched like some runs like live, like prior. I watched like the Dodon Patchy run with Pan, with Mark MSX, aka the Electric Underground, doing like co-commentary. That was like a pretty fun watch, cause like just like I guess I'm just like Pam a little bit in a way, or Pan, sorry, where we're both just complete yappers, just yapping a bunch about like the task at hand and whatnot. Though we did end up like locking in a little bit later when like stuff got pretty tense. And like spoilers for the run, 3, 2, 1. He did not end up getting the like 1cc that he had wanted, I believe. I don't know if it was like 1cc or like 2cc that was like the goal, but like in general, like the way he like played out the final boss anyway was like pretty dope, because like just like Mark mentions in the thingy during the run, like even if you like credit feed a little bit, like you still have to like fight that like final like true last boss, and like they are insane. Like you just have to use like a bunch of bombs to sort of like get through stuff, like, but not in a unfair way. It's like you have to like he mentions, it's feasible, but then it becomes a point of like, okay, do I want to spend the bomb? You have to like bet on yourself a little bit. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, that was a fun run to watch. I also like watched a little bit of like an Eschatos run, I believe it was on like hard difficulty. Tricky stuff, but yeah, they were still able to go through and like complete it. Cause yeah, the game doesn't heck around on like that difficulty, hard difficulty. As I will eventually find out when I finally get my normal 1cc and then go for my hard 1cc in that game. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Shouts to Eschatos, by the way. Play Eschatos. Also play Eigengrau, like what I'm doing right now. As I utilize these bubbles, being helpful to dodge these lasers. And then after that, you can kind of just like keep going at it with the boss. You don't have to worry too much about like moving up a bunch, so you can like move past like 2 sets of lasers. You can kind of just like go through one like as it comes up, and then I shoot to the side a little bit for some little bit of extra damage, just piling it on as much as I can, just finding out all of the moments where you can do that. Oh my goodness. And then yeah, the rest is straightforward here. Unfortunately, there's no way I'm close to getting the X rank, because I think I just got hit here, or maybe it just took longer or something. Because like I thought in my 1.2 million run I was much closer to X rank than this. But no biggie, we'll just, oh my gosh, you have to wait for the thing to like go around one more time, and I'm gonna get walled off. Oh, it's fine though, it's perfectly fine. It's so fine. It's LaFine-thin even? That was a bad joke. My apologies. That's Nevo completed. Not that much of an evasion bonus, but hey, we got an S rank for the area. That is not bad. Now we got Harena. Or Hairna. I don't know how it's pronounced. Oh my goodness. And yeah, we have these quirky ships, as the game calls it. The ones that spin around that we have to try and defeat. Yep, I clear out those, and then I go on the same row as those. And then for this, yeah, I just remember that that's there. And then like I go orthogonally trying to defeat everything. I kind of steer clear when some of the enemies seem like they'll be causing a ruckus. Oh gosh. Alright. Then do the orthogonal. Shoot right for all of these. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I did not get hit. It's probably a little bit dangerous. And so are these. Like, they shoot, they become active, like, when you pass them, like in that section specifically. So, you could get point blanked, and it will not be fun. Like, it's fine if you point blank the enemies, but if they point blank you, it's like, what's going on? Where's my bullet ceiling? Also known as the mechanic where if you stand close enough to an enemy, they will not shoot bullets at you because that would feel unfair. Very nice mechanic. Right, and then yep, you have that last ship that runs away. Very funny. Again, like I mentioned, like the 1.2 million thing is just like there's a lot of like charm and like fun stuff in this game. Speaking of fun, I like this section with the cube. You try and shoot the cube instead of shooting the core. Except for this one, you shoot that one because that's a golden one. That's the only time it appears, otherwise you will miss out on that star. And the other star is going to be collecting green orbs that appear right now. So I'm gonna just keep collecting orbs on the bottom right while shooting down. That has been my route here. I shoot down 6 times in the same spot roughly, and then I shoot to the left twice. Feel free to use that strat for yourself if it also works on hard mode. If you play on hard mode, I'm playing on easy. Oh my goodness, the X rank, you'd love to see it. I was very happy about that, as you can see with the square dancing. Next we have these bouncy ships. Oh my gosh, I almost got hit by that one. That would have been tragic. But it's all good. Oh yeah, I do take one to the face there. I was not happy about that. I was just like zoning out, like not really thinking about the consequences of my actions. Like the hit Jan Masali game, Wario faces consequences for his actions. I don't know if that game is out yet, but that's a very funny title made with the WarioWare font. We also say it's also made in Wario, period. Like the Japanese title of the game, Made in Wario. Oh my gosh, careful. Let's keep bouncing around, and then Doritos Crash Course. Shout out to Doritos Crash Course, what a video game. Alright. Kill off these pink triangles and then start killing the ships that use the triangles as shields while killing these smoking triangles so you can make your way towards the bonus. Shoot back at the little stream there. Get ready to dodge and weave between like these fellas because they're a little bit tricky, and also switch between shooting up and to the side for those enemies. Oh yeah, I got that smoking ship just in time. Just keep firing through until you hit these. And then for this, it's a little bit tricky. It's like, I move up a little bit so I can like get those, but I'm also like trying not to get rammed by the ships behind me. I like keep switching between like shooting down and up. I don't know if I have a way to describe the strat. Just watch what's happening on the screen. Yeah, I try and get behind them, and I'm making sure not to stay too close to the left side, otherwise I get whacked by this enemy that spawns in. I've died. I've lost a run to that, and I was like, my goodness, I'm going to practice this game more and be ready for all the tricks it's going to throw at me, because my goodness, it's full of tricks. Pretty interesting tricks here. Yep, and now we have the spiky floors that we have to dodge, minus the blue squares that appear every now and then. Alright, very good. Yep, just making our way over. And there's another blue square up there, because we're remembering the shenanigans. Yeah, again, with enough play, you'll just get the hang of these things, and the more stuff you put to your memory, the less you're like scrambling or like having potential to scramble, because it's all muscle memory. Oh, that was kind of risky. I was like really trying to like hit the enemies like real fast there, but I got hit. It's coming out of my evasion bonus paycheck. Oh my goodness. Alright, careful as I try and destroy this enemy. Yep, very nice. And yep, that's the second star, and now I can just ball out. Just playing as normal. And then again, this thing with the snake, I don't remember which tiles like trigger when the enemies like pop up. I kind of just like traverse around everything until they appear. But it's no problem. What is a problem is this Mr. Untouchable guy, because they ended up killing me in my previous highest scoring attempt. A 1cc. Score and 1cc in the same sentence, once again. Yeah, again, I'm like trying to, like, ideally I'm able to like shoot like upward like that, and I almost like got hit on the side, but like it just feels so satisfying to just like hit all of them in like a column. But their shots don't line up with like the parity of these ships like flickering on and off. But no biggie, we just do what we can. We always just like move back, like find the rhythm of the tank shooting, and then just you know, just act accordingly. Right, and then we got our cubes. Oh my gosh, I don't get it in time. That's fine. I'm also sort of just like, there's like a lot of stuff dancing around. I'm just trying to focus on both the red lines of bullets and the cubes spinning around. Right now we have these fellas. I almost shot like that one that was like pointing left while I was on top of it. That would have been very embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I have to be really careful when they're like bouncing back towards the peep, and I also need to watch out that I don't get point blanked when they're shooting the edges of the screen, but it's so fine. It's so fine. It's so flan even, but that's a completely different genre. Rhythm games. Goodness gracious. So now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I almost got hit again from like the side. Same as like my previous whatever. Anyway, this section. Spikes appear, but then like a ship appears on like one of the squares. It's not possible for like all of these arrangements, but I try and like line myself up at the same column and row as both of the squares, so that like I'm just ready to like shoot the thing. Yeah, it doesn't like happen all the time where like an enemy spawns there. Like for example, I couldn't have like gone like up there. Like I couldn't have gone to position there, oh my goodness, because there's a spike in the way. But yeah. Alright, and this last part is pretty interesting. It's like, how am I gonna defeat this boss now? Now these pink lasers are coming in, and one of them happens to hit the boss. So now they start targeting you, and you have to like trick it into like hitting itself. It's very neat. Alright, and one last one. Good. Oh my gosh, I got hit there on the end. Yeah, I'm like shaking in fury. Like I'm not dead at least. Like I'm glad I didn't die, but you know, this is still a progress PB. I made it to stage 4. It's gonna be, or area 4 rather, because we started at 0. And this area has one of my favorite tracks in the game. Yeah, it's RutiLOSS. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But yeah, this stage's gimmick is we have gravity shenanigans going on. So, okay, that hit was kind of unfortunate. Like, at the very beginning like that, that's pretty rough. But yeah, I can only shoot in this direction. And now we have, like, that thing that I keep seeing in a bunch of shmups that I've played, where, like, you have, like, oh my gosh, again, where you have, like, a bunch of enemies coming in one by one, and you have to, like, move in, like, 2 different directions to sort of, like, chase them. Normally it's left and right, but here it's, like, up and down. So, yeah. And now we have, like, 2 sections where we can shoot in 2 different directions. Okay, and then there's also like a little bonus, I think, here where you like kill like a certain enemy like quickly, I think, if I'm trying to remember. You kill like a certain enemy. Yeah, the ones in the middle. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes, and this is where I start tilting because I'm like, I have gotten hit 3 times on 4-1. Which is insane. I'm actually like losing it right now. And I'm not doing this song justice, you know? Like this is such a beautiful song. Why would I get hit on the stage with such a beautiful whatever? Yeah, I'm just shaking in complete agony here. It's horrible. And now you have this section where like where you're like tilted 45 degrees and you can only shoot in those directions. I practice like this stage a lot. Just so I could like think of like how to route it. Because there's also going to be, like, for example, these hidden enemies, but, like, there's also these, like, corners that you touch to, like, progress something. I just go ahead and, like, get that out of the way immediately so I don't have to worry about it later. And now we're spinning a little bit, and, like, the shooting stuff, like, gets a little bit odd here. You're just trying to, like... it's a little bit dizzying. And then you're also, like, shooting that one thing that's, like, attached to the wall, so you can progress that. But yeah, once again, this song is just so beautiful. What is it with shmups having beautiful songs in, like, space segments? Like, this game, obviously. And Eschatos Stage 3. And Zero Ranger Stage 3. I know you don't start off in space, but, you know. Both 1-3 and, 2-3. 2-3 is insane. It goes crazy with that Tohu trumpet. Oh my goodness. Shouts to Zero Ranger. There's so much to even talk about with that game. I'll just stick with Eigengrau at the moment, but my goodness. Anyway, new mechanic. We have a slowdown thingy where it will slow down any projectiles that move through it. It'll also slow you down if you move through it. Oh my gosh, I almost got hit there. Scary. And then we have these like little blue triangles that we have to try and catch even while they're falling through the thingy. That's fine. And upcoming we're gonna have like stuff like shooting whatever's. Yeah, it's shooting like big bursts here. Kill that one. We just ring around the rosy. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm so tilted by this point. It's kind of over, man. And now we're kind of like slowed down. And I do like that, like the music is slowed down while you're inside the slow area. The other bonus is grazing bullets so that you can like fill the meter up to 100. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't want to go for that right now. Can you believe it? The person that score runs does not want to go for a little minute thingy here. Like, I'm on my last life. I recognize that I need to save these lives for like the later bosses or later sections in general. It's like too much. It's too much. I'm not gonna go for the grazing. And then yeah, that disappears. Yep, again, I'm just upset. Can't believe this happened. And then we have this stuff here where like my bullets get split based on where I'm shooting. Which does make things kind of interesting. And then you have those like blue squares that you try and hit all at once. So I can't do it quite yet. I have to wait for the gravity field to be different. And right now I'm just kind of just like freaking out. I'm just like doing my best to try and like hit these fellas without dying. All right. Oh my gosh, it was tight there. Okay. And now, oh yeah, there's like one of the bonuses like ringing around that thing apparently. Ringing around that they call those helpers. The boss, or sorry, the developer calls those helpers. They're based off of like a unit in like some fighting games, or not fighting games, shmups. I forget which kinds, but like by what developer, but like they are mentioned in the FAQ for this, which is a Steam discussion page. Anyway, these fellas, I shoot to the side. I think that's my best bet. I'm like, again, really scared of like just dying to like these fellas, because like I've gotten hit before trying to like go for these peeps, especially the one at the top, and then they come at the top here, and I'm just like trying to be really careful not to get point blanked as they're raining down on me. Oh, and we have an orb apparently. I ponder where they came from. Okay, it's not too bad here. Now we got 4-5 with all these asteroids though, which is gonna be very tricky, especially the blue ones which explode into like bullets. And then like as you're finishing up a wave, a new one starts and it's like, oh my gosh, make it stop. I'm just positioning myself for that one. And then these bullets bounce around and yeah, I get hit by the point blank burst of whatever. I kind of just like got myself cornered, unfortunately. Very, very tragic. Like, again, I love the music in the stage, but just dying here. Losing the 3 lives on the first set, it was so bad. It was so bad. I was not having it. I was not having it at all. You'll just have to like grind that a bunch, or I don't know, it's just nerves, but again, just keep grinding it. Therefore, I have more of a specific route, and therefore I will not like be prone to dying there as much or whatever. But hey, a final time of 2222.2. You know, minus 128, because the minus 128 is your penalties for how many times you got hit. But yeah, funny final time. And we improved our score by like by 100,000. And like my best score there is like using shield, which is just like extra HP there. So that's why my best score is that. But I'm just going to be going off of my my scores in standard mode or original mode or whatever it's called, where you have like no shield and whatnot. Anyway, that has been my 1.3 million run. You can see why it's called, why I called it like RutiLOSS or whatever in the naming, whatever, when I named my replay. But you know, it's fine. We'll just practice it again, maybe not die a bunch on the first section of that, but also just try not to tilt. Just keep going. Try not to worry about any of the deaths. Don't give them too much weight. Otherwise, it's gonna weigh you down. Yeah. Something along those lines. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, fellow colorful creations.